The 24-hour news cycle is designed to keep you perpetually outraged about statistically marginal things that are not likely to affect you. In Florida, if you interfere with law enforcement operations, you're definitely going to get, like, arrested, 100%. Do I think those ICE agents were justified in doing whatever the hell they did? Probably not, like in the grand scheme of things. But in a country of 300 million people, occasionally a law enforcement officer or ICE officer or whatever is going to do some shit he ain't supposed to do. That's completely normal. Occasionally a law enforcement officer is going to do shit he ain't supposed to do. It's completely normal. Because of the sheer number of people in the United States. And when you look at a place like Minneapolis, you got these crazy liberals that have created an atmosphere of paranoia with the ICE officers. They've been shot at and all types of stuff. So the ICE officers are going completely fucking crazy, right? And that's not to justify what they did, but you have an atmosphere of total unhinged craziness. You have thousands of people blowing whistles all day, making noise, disrupting their sleep while they're trying to sleep at hotels. You got these people acting fucking ridiculous. You know, you notice this didn't happen in Florida. And you notice none of this stuff is happening in Florida, because in Florida, the liberals don't even try this stuff in Florida, right? And so, yeah, when you have an atmosphere of craziness, when you have riots and you have thousands of people doing crazy things, you know, ICE officers are human beings, and eventually some of them might be pushed to the breaking point to where they might do some illegal stuff, and they might feel justified in doing it. And I'm not saying this to, like, morally absolve them. The reason I'm saying this is because it's just a reality. Like, eventually, when you keep pushing somebody, they'll reach a breaking point. Just because, for the simple reason that, you know, they've just hit a breaking point. You're dealing with human beings, bro. You shouldn't deliberately get in front of somebody's car knowing they're probably going to run you over just so you get an excuse to shoot them, okay? That's not like a responsible thing that a person with training does, okay? But you got to understand, these people have been picked on for months and months and months. They've been harassed. They've been stalked. They've been shot at. Every bad thing you could possibly imagine has happened to these people. And they're fucking paranoid. And they're going crazy. You know? This shit is driving them nuts. It's a very hostile, volatile situation, and everybody acts so surprised when these things happen. But I mean, people are just naive to me. It's like, what do you think is going to happen when you have basically like riot war, like war zone type conditions? What do you think is going to happen? We're all being emotionally manipulated. Like, that's just the truth. We're all being emotionally manipulated. And it's to sell advertisements. You know? I mean, that, like, first and foremost, that's what's happening. It's like, it's to sell advertisements. I remember the thing happened back in the day where we had the Joker or whatever with, you know, like the Nicholas Cruz prank that I got in big trouble for or whatever. The media is actually the one that exploits tragedies. And I've always said this. So people got mad when we did the prank in 2018, and it is what it is. It was a distasteful prank. It was the same. It was like the Sam Hyde kind of thing, right? Keeping a cool head about things and not being manipulated, because I mean, even if it's the advertisers and everything, right? It's like, that's the society we live in. There's always something to be mad about. There's always some never-ending thing to get mad about. There's always some news story. There's always some guy that did some injustice or something that you're supposed to get mad at. I mean, talk about Listen, I'm not a huge fan of Donald Trump, but people hop on my channel talking about Trump. Like, liberals will hop on my comment section talking about Trump randomly. Like I know some liberals that just can't stop talking about Trump. They're just obsessed with this man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, holy shit, man. I got better shit to do than worry about who's the president. You know, the president changes every 4 years. You know? You'll have somebody else to complain about 4 years from now. You know? It's just the truth. There's always somebody to complain about. And it's just this never-ending outrage cycle. There's always some guy that got killed that probably shouldn't have been killed. There's always some terrorist shooting something. You know how they say nothing ever happens? Well, really, always something is happening. There's millions and millions. I mean, there's billions of people on the planet, and there's always something going on, you know? And I don't know, bro. If it doesn't directly affect me or somebody I care about, or if it's not literally happening in my town at the bare minimum, I just don't get that emotionally invested in it. They got mad that I did a prank about, you know, a tragedy, and that I exploited a tragedy to get 15 minutes of fame. These people make a living exploiting tragedies. That's the truth. In fact, they've made mass shootings worse. I watch the news. I take note of some shit. I don't let this shit get me angry. What actually gets me angry is the people's attention span being what it is people being emotionally manipulated this easily, is people not realizing how the 24-hour news cycle works and how there's 300 million people and occasionally somebody gets shot by a cop. Don't get all emotionally fired up about this shit. Take note of it, and then that's it. That's all you can do, guys. So, all right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Jordan Jared signing off.